Hey buddy, welcome to my Hawkeye review. This is episode 3. I have like the smell on room now, so I'll do the reviews from my desk. See, that's the desk. anyways, I'm gonna make videos here for now on for a really long time. So, I feel like this episode was amazing. I feel like there was a lot of great action scenes here, and there's a lot of things that things interesting. We'd like to learn a little bit more about Echo, and even though they don't say her name in this episode at all, we know that that's her name because that's what her character is known for, and we're going to have a Disney Plus show of hers, and so we're explore more about her, and we learned that she is, for most of her life, she's now possessed from a very big game, but like she's been deaf since she was little, and her foot is disabled, so she has a prosthetic leg, and it's something that's really amazing to see someone like that do so much, and she do a lot of amazing things for herself, and she is her leg, she like did karate when she was martial arts when she was little, and now she's like doing MMA stuff. As an adult, I'm pretty sure that she's an MMA fighter type of character, because we see her in the beginning episode like take down this dude that she's probably just sparring with him. So I just want to see how. And so of her, we learn that she is. We learn that her dad was killed by Ronan, which is Clint, and that she basically wants. I feel like she's head towards revenge. This character's name is Lopez, but she's known as Echo. So yeah, so my mistake. We do learn her name, but she's also not to it's a nickname to just to feel like the Echoes, like the very appreciative of things when certain things move on her. So she's able to physically to be she physically understands movements that way. I feel like that's a really great advantage, because movements are physical things, so that's she's able to understand physically. It seems that she's the leader of the Tracksuit Mafia. However, it feels like there's someone higher up. She mentions her and this guy. I think the guy that they're with Plaza, right? Something like that. I have to look up the name, but basically I feel like they mentioned an uncle first, and so maybe he's there's a possibility that person is like the main dude behind the Tracksuit Mafia, and it's gonna be interesting seeing what's gonna lead up to that and who that is. It's like she wants to revenge. She wants to kill Ronan and Clint, which says that Kate is not Ronan. She has no idea who that is, and still doesn't. That she basically doesn't think that is a good excuse of why Kate put her on in the first place. She feels like it's like they were working together, and even though Clint is clearly stated she has no idea what the meaning and the background story of the suit is, and he said that Black Widow killed him and all these things, and then I don't know why Clint Trisha said he's dead, and I just want the suit back. He has access to the suit because that's what's left of him. That's something that I feel like he should have said to her, but yeah, I feel like you should have explained a little bit more detail on that suit, on towards the warehouse where they had is at a abandoned KB toy store. I think I've been to maybe one KB toy store and all, but yeah, that store like pretty much is it's kind of like Toys R Us, you know. It's basically a business in a way. Yeah, it's like so it's like you have this like child play aesthetic type of thing. We see him like Clint go inside it, and then he's a little brutal with the arrows, and then hitting the guys, and then he saved Kate. We rescued Kate, and we see him do a bunch of trick shots with like the arrows and all these things, and the action scenes were like really amazing. Just like that guy Kazuya, he's like a little concerned with Maya when she was fighting Clint and all these things, and Kate and Clint, they like break into a car and they drive off, and then all these arrows happen, and the arrows are interesting. And then the plunger arrow did seem useless until it wasn't, so I feel like he knows what's up with the arrows. He knows, Clint knows like there's a use for like any type of arrow type thing, except the USB one is like wasn't useful for this mission, you know, but for sure it was useful for like something else, you know what I mean. Kind of reminded me of like in the Avengers film when he took one of the propellers down, like he shut down the power of the atom, and that's what reminds me of that arrow that he used. That's what the USB one reminds me of. And that doggo joke that Kate said, that was really funny. That Apple has like so many dongles with the USBs and stuff like that. It's really funny. Overall, I feel like the purpose of this episode is like they want to show us a little bit more about Maya, and then they try to talk to Kate and Clint, and then they escape, fight, run off, and all these things, and then they're trying to figure out things with what's going on, fighting the Tracksuit Mafia and all these things, and then Kate. So basically, not much has happened, but it's like starting off to things are starting to build up, you know, the tension, and then we have the scene of Kate where she tells Clint that in like a taxi, I guess, that or an Uber or whatever, that the detail, the thing about the auction and the sword and I don't think not the sword, but the butterscotch. I feel like I don't know why Kate didn't give more details to Clint about that. The fact that she found a little bowl of butterscotch in her uncle's apartment, and when people got stabbed, and it got me thinking about if the dude, if let's say Kate thinks that Jack killed him, but let's just say that, let's pretend that she said taking, she would need a sword, right? But that we see the running sword in the end of the episode, and it's clean, you know. But however, Ichiro just like wiped it off. Now that I'm thinking about it, Ichiro just cleaned the sword off after he stabbed him. I have to look back to see if the sword was in him, in the uncle when he died. One of the things I liked about this episode is that when Clint was trying to talk to his son, Kate helped him out, and I really love that she was different, and I'm pretty sure he didn't hear Kate come in, so I feel like that's something that's really fun, is that Kate is helping him out and to communicate with family, so that's actually something I really admire about Kate in this episode. One thing I wanted to mention is that when Kate was saying that was talking to him about branding and the fact that he's not a role model to anyone, it's obvious that Kate sees him as the role model, and that's something that we obviously know, but he's not only understanding that. He sees her as, he knows he sees her that she's an archer and she's very good, but I don't think he really understands that he's the reason why she's the way she is, you know. So that's something really important there, and we are able to, we feel that Kate wants to like reach to him and like make him feel like admired, you know. So that's something that is very important for Clint to understand, is that she loves him as a friend. She's a role model. She sees him as a role model in a really special way. Her life was saved by him, so that's something that is also really important. On top of that, it's one thing for Kate to have him as a role model, is that the reason why is because she got saved by him in 2012. I mean, so that's something that's very important. I just wanted to add that in. Pretty nice episode. I did like Kate still hasn't named the dog. Yeah, so what else is there to think about? They should like, I feel like Kate should really sit down with Clint and should explain more about her uncle and her mom and everything of what happened in Archer. I feel like it feels like she left some details out for Clint, but I feel like at the same time that he knows the premise of it, the basic stuff what's going on, everything. So not much there, and it's interesting seeing what's gonna happen with Jack and Kate going forward. Seeing what's gonna happen there. I didn't think that like the branding thing would keep on the conversation about the branding will be continuing on. However, Kate really wants that to happen, and she like draws like the common accurate Hawkeye, except that she's not really an artist, as we know that. And then he basically says it's not his purpose. He's supposed to be like a ghost and all these things, and put a shield is like an undercover organization, and that's what he would for back then. And then like he wants to like retire, so why would he like brand himself? Interesting scene like was that having next with Clint with that, because we seen the promo photos and the posters of Hawkeye wearing a new suit, so it's gonna be interesting seeing why it leads up to that. So yeah, a lot of the action makes up for it. Otherwise, it would have been it's an okay episode. It's not. Then just moving it along just a little bit, you know, just starting stuff. What do you guys think about this episode? Do you guys like this episode of Hawkeye? Do you feel like we're getting learning more about the Tracksuit Mafia? It's gonna be interesting seeing what's gonna be happening, what's gonna happen next, and seeing where that watch is gonna like lead up to. Just that Argentine with a watch. We still don't know who that is. Maybe it could be Myers or Black Widows or Clint or somebody. Who knows? Alright, have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.